Yeah, you gonna stop eating or what, man? God damn. Listen, I do that on purpose, y'all. I know we about to start when I be saying this shit. This is Brothers Talking Shit podcast, episode 120. If after 120 episodes you don't know who I am, it's a goddamn shame. But I'm gonna tell you who I am anyway. I am the Flush Man. I'm still a fat boy. I'm still calling him Broadish, and I'm still your Huckleberry. Get with me.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at. Don't hit me unless you try and cut the check. And god damn it, I'm sick of them moving this goddamn football schedule around. My life needs some balance in it. Fuck you mean 3:40 on a goddamn Wednesday? I got to goddamn go kick people out of class early.
You said 3:40. Is that 3:40?
3:40 Eastern Standard Time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't care. I work from home. You're not gonna get nothing out of me.
Hey man, hey, you know it's your homie boy Jew, aka the Charm Guy, aka the Juice, the Big Beard Bandit. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Fly Guy himself, man. You know I'm ready to pod, man. As always, always good to see you fellas, man. You know all the time.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, Big Belly Rude Boy 2 times, and that's how I'm gonna leave it at that. Pass it on to the one and only.
You know it's your guy, Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, aka the People's Podiatrist, also known as your favorite foot doctor. And we coming to you as a collective because we some earth shakers, we some 40-acre takers, and we some generational curse breakers. We are the prophetic podcast because we be knowing, and we just some brothers talking shh.
With your cool ass.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. What we gonna do is we're gonna start with Thursday. We're gonna go about our weekend. Y'all fine with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Bro, did you hear me? Because I don't want to talk about Thursday, then you can jump into Saturday.
What are you talking about?
See, this is shit I be talking. Yo,
I never listen to anything you say, yo.
You need to, dog. So we're gonna start with Thursday, and then Friday, and then Saturday. That's how we're going, okay?
Fine, bro.
All right. How was y'all Thanksgiving, man? Let me know how y'all Thanksgiving was, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was actually like as good as it's gonna fucking be during COVID. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it was really good, man. I mean, we, you know what I'm saying, my family and, you know, went to my mother's house. She had a little something and had a few cousins over. It was a small gathering, not really crazy. The food was amazing. I got sleepy like usual. It was good, bro. Like, no complaints.
Yeah, man. It was definitely different because of COVID this year. Outside of the Ravens not playing on Thanksgiving like they were supposed to, we did things a little different. And so my mother usually cooks. Shout out to Darlene. Hey, my faithful listener, number one fan of the podcast.
Hey, on dude.
Yes, sure. Shout out,
Darlene.
Bet she normally cooks and she hosts like for the kids and the grandkids between her and my father. And so this year we didn't, again, there's a little COVID out there and they older. But then we were hungry, so we decided to ask them to cook. She still ended up cooking. We picked up the meals and then we did a Zoom call, man. And it was really, 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 really nice. Way nicer than I ever thought. One, the fact that technology wasn't a thing. Two, Aunt Janice from Ohio was able to hop on the call too. So it was
Aunt Janice.
it was real good, Ralph. And normally our family, and everybody knows this, we are loving, we are together. But what tends to happen is there are a lot of different conversations that go on. So with this Zoom call, called the Zoom Giving, what ended up happening was everybody not was forced, but like because of the just like this, the nature of it, everybody got a chance to say what they were grateful and thankful for, and there are a lot of emotions and different stories that just came off of that with 10 people on the call. It wasn't huge, and so it was a really, really good, different vibe. And despite the distance that separated us, it was definitely one of the more close, intimate Thanksgivings that I can recall.
That's dope. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Definitely though. I had a nice, very limited amount of people, about 5 people, Thanksgiving. But I noticed that my plate, everything was sitting. I mean, this one of the meals, like there was nothing that was, you know how you have a meal and it'd be like, you had a first plate, then your second plate is what you really stuck out. You get what I'm saying? And it definitely was one of the meals where everything seemed and was very, very good. But I noticed that like, yo, I was only good for one plate. Like I had one plate and it was great and everything was great on it, but I didn't get seconds. I remember being a young boy and getting like 3 plates, you know what I mean? And then they ain't even mentioning desserts. I don't know, man. I done lost a step or two, man.
It didn't feel the same to me, honestly. It was just like kind of like going through with the motions. So it was another day. Got like you said, I ate that one plate. Same with me. I ate that one plate, and then after that, it was just like, do I want a second one and whatnot?
Big fella, you need a hug, man? Nah, big fella, I like you said, the real sad just now, man. Like,
it just wasn't the same. Like, it was like certain people, wasn't available, and you ain't getting certain dishes that you looking for, and whatnot, because like that Tuesday we did me and my friends, we did a Friendsgiving, so we all got together, and then I made like 100 jerk wings, I made 100 lemon pepper, I deep fried the turkey, and then I did like 5 sweet potato pies. So we had a good one on that, but it was just like Thanksgiving. It was just like, oh yeah, today is Thanksgiving. Like, all right, well, why is it just was going through the motions for me.
Oh, big fella. Oh, Jay. Jason,
are you gonna make him cry? Are you gonna make him cry?
Get my shit emotional, man. God dang,
it's like the church ladies at church, man. Like he
treat me like the Jordan crying meme right now. Like I'm good.
Big fella, you got me worried, big fella. My bad.
That shit funny. It was real intimate over here this way too. My parents came over. When I went grocery shopping, there wasn't no small turkeys around. So I got 2 18-pound turkeys for 7 people, right? But I wanted the goddamn smoke one and I wanted to fry one. I'm getting ready for Christmas, right? That's when the big soiree shindig happened. And when you hosting, you got to show out. And I refused not to get it right. So I had to go ahead and make sure that my recipes and my timing was up to par. If anybody know anything about me, I am a food perfectionist. And I will keep goddamn doing it until it get right. So it came out right. Going to do a couple things different on the smoked turkey, but I went and got me some Irish butter, clarified it. You know what I'm saying? It was spraying him down in the smoker. It was some kind of good. And shout out to Luke for giving me the seal of approval on both of them. Right? He got the footage, so it's all good, man. I had a real good time, real quiet. Supposed to be a little bit liver, but the Ravens ain't play, so I got to FaceTime with my cousins and everything. And then I guess when Neef deems it necessary, we'll move forward on to the next part of said story.
Yeah. So the one thing, I ain't gonna hold you, and it's only been going on for a couple of years. That Raven Pittsburgh game missing from that Thursday night was major. It definitely felt like something, and it's a game you look forward to. It's a division joint. They're gonna hit hard. It's gonna really be probably close. It ain't too many blowouts, and that was really missing. Another thing too, dog. I didn't know to spray I got to get my smoked turkey game down. It came out okay, but I just feel like same way with Israel. I want my thing to be perfect. So I got to get that down as far as the smoked turkey.
Did you brine it?
Yeah, I brined it. I probably brined it. I only had like a 13 pounds, so I brined it from probably it was still half frozen when I brined it though. And I checked it, and I brined it for about, I want to say like 12 hours.
Yeah, that's about right. Hour per pound.
Then I rinsed it. I don't know. I'm gonna get it though. But I didn't spray it with.
It's tricky because you can't test it. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you're like, well, if it's salty, it's gonna be salty. If it ain't salty enough, it ain't gonna be salty enough. So I was real skeptical about the rub that I put on there. But after I brought it, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad, or it wasn't too salty, right? So I was real lightweight. Go ahead, Jay.
What was wrong with it, Neef?
I just flavor wise, maybe I was kind of hesitant also. I didn't want to because of the Bron situation. Man, you can mess up and you can have something real salty on your hands. So I was more, trying to be wary of that. Now, the one thing I did have that was amazing, my gravy from that juice in the bottom. Oh my goodness, that gravy was because when I stuffed my turkey with apples, carrots, onions, and some brown sugar. So that's why I stuffed it. So that gravy had a little sweetness to it, man. And I knew it was good because Aiden wanted some, like, because T gave him some on his turkey when they finally came home. He had some turkey and he had some of the sauce, and he asked for it today too. Like, yo, I want turkey with that sauce. So I know it's official if he rocking with it.
Was the dark meat was your dark meat or your white meat? Did like your breast burn?
It wasn't dry, nothing. It just
because like what I do. No, I mean, I stick butter under the breast. I'll go under the skin and I'll put like that whole top portion because since that gets the focus of the heat, then I'll put butter under that, which gives that liquid and that keeps that moist, so the outside of those thighs can cook, and that way that breast will be able to. It slows down and cools it down, and then it still stays moist. And you don't have that induction heat hitting it. You know what I mean?
Well,
maybe
I should have, because I definitely didn't give. Oh no, I definitely feel like I didn't give enough time probably to season it underneath. It was early in the morning. That probably was a little played a factor in it too. 5 o'clock in the morning, your thoughts ain't necessarily as sharp as they are, that early. But I definitely feel like when you say that's something. No, I had no problems taking, ideas from somebody and running with them. So, I definitely feel like I definitely get underneath it. I mean, it was moist and everything. I just expected a little more. I got high standards.
Would you smoke at what temperature?
I smoked it at. What I did was I put it in the oven first. I put it in the oven first on 450 for the first half an hour, like I would do a regular turkey. Then I put it on 225 and let it cook in a smoker.
Okay. So you try to sear it for half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that brownness right, and then cook it low.
You definitely should go under the skin then, because that high heat like that, by the time that breast is already pretty much halfway done, while that those thighs are just barely starting to get done. So you want to put something in there that's going to protect it. You can even do like a buttery cheesecloth over the top of it, even when you putting it in the oven. And that way it's still protecting it, and that butter is still getting to that skin where it can make it nice and crisp, and then you throw in that smoke for that 225.
All right. I hope y'all taking notes at home, man. We out here dropping this.
Dropping
this shit.
They ain't ready for the science. You know what I'm saying?
When grown men out here cooking better than your grandmoms out here. Stop playing. How Black Friday, did y'all do any? Man, I know y'all ain't going to no store. Who's doing stores? That shit is done, right? Like, I'm not doing it.
Store Black Friday.
Hey man,
COVID, like
right.
Before COVID, I wasn't going out. Like,
Shout out to Amazon. Shout out to all digital outlets, because it's the best motherfucking thing on the planet. We've been able to get all the shit. I ain't got no complaints, bro. As wild as shit's been, it's been shit, good vibes. So,
Shout out to all the stores I would have normally went to, but I ordered from online anyway. Like,
right. Shout out to ordering something, trying to make an appointment. It went all the way to select the day, select the time, then it said unavailable. And it was like your other option, deliver. Man, just deliver.
Right, yeah. You don't got that shit in my house.
I've never honestly participated in like that Black Friday, go. I never did the whole go out at night, and I've never participated.
You mean you ain't never put nobody for no TV that's be on sale the week after?
Nope. I ain't never participated.
I ain't gonna sleep on no sidewalk. Like, ain't nothing that important for me to just be like, I'm not gonna sleep in my bed.
Tell them how many days some cats used to be out there before Black Friday at our store. Bruh, I mean like days, bro.
Have tents?
Days, bro.
Yes, they have tents.
Days.
One of my boys went out for PS5 on like that Wednesday, and then like that Saturday, like they got it. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Nah, man, you a slave.
Why just make the money and pay the premium?
I was mad. I was mad sitting here when the PS5 did come out. I was sitting here every 3 hours. Me and T, I had like my phone, my laptop. We had like 4 different things. Trying to buy the PS5 when Walmart had it every 12,
4
3,
hours,
6,
yeah.
9. And never, it'll be like, oh, it's in your cart. Then you go to pay for it, and then it'd be like, oh, it's unavailable. That shit was just crazy. I couldn't imagine sitting out days and hours going through that. Like how y'all do with sneakers and all that shit, the shit y'all go through.
What shit we go through?
I'm saying people go through. I'm not
Oh
saying
yeah, I heard you say what shit we go through.
Calm down a bit.
All right.
I tell you, the
No.
last time I goddamn been to a goddamn store for a
But
paper.
even online is like that too, right? When you try to go grab, you got to be. Ain't it hard to get them sometimes?
Man, I've heard stories of people clicking. That motherfucker say sold out and keep clicking. Of course, you know we talking about bots and shit. You can always get that shit from online, bro. That shit's never really out.
We got a bot or 2 or 3.
Yeah, dog. Like technology is fucking amazing right now. Like
you got a
honestly,
whole other business around that shit.
no knock on anybody still going to brick and mortar stores because I think we're gonna see cool versions of that. You know, I think we're gonna see more augmented reality in spaces and shit where you can actually go and still have a digital experience. You know,
like
with
that.
things. I definitely see that. But for the most part, man, our whole world's online, man. You can hit Shopify from motherfuckers IG pages. People be putting out stuff all the time, dope little shirts popping up and whatever and shit. Now I ain't gonna lie, I might have got scammed and I hope I didn't. So this is my scam story. So you
It's
know,
never good when you say, "I hope I didn't get scammed."
I hope I didn't get scammed. Every once in a while, the charm guy they get them. But I seen these gold clippers on Facebook, and some of y'all probably seen them. Like, oh, this is a fucking advertisement. I seen them, and I'm like, man, them hoes. Hey, I need them. Bought that shit. And then I was like, wait a minute, because you start getting the emails from things like this. Just doesn't seem right. This seems like off the wall ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's, you know what I'm saying, boo-boo head fucking trucking is, we just got the shipment of your package. I'm like, wait a minute. So I look up fucking reviews and shit, and I see that people have gotten scammed from this company before. So I'll let y'all know. Hopefully I didn't get scammed. If I did, we're gonna have to definitely tell listeners to watch out for them Facebook ads, man. Check the companies out because there's a lot of scamming going on.
That's
So
how I feel about that skull show. That skull
my boy
shaper.
did that. My boy did that. He did that. The same clip you talking about, like the liners. And he said when it came to him, it was like yay big. It wasn't like the picture that they showed you.
Oh wow!
So it was like it's the China version, but it's yay big. It ain't like the ones that's on the picture. So
Yo, go ahead, Jay.
That was it.
I didn't mean cut you off. I'm bad.
You good, bro?
Yo, what's drawn. I bought something. My anniversary is on Sunday, so I purchased whatever I purchased for my wife for anniversary. Facebook be fucking drawing because it's like the shit keep popping up. The shit that I bought, like the Drake, like what the shit looking at my shit? Like y'all fucking up the smart. Like you try to keep it a surprise as much as you can. Like god damn, they keep. I already bought the shit. Like stop sending me. Stop. That shit is fucking in the way.
Yeah, Facebook are telling you.
Yeah. Like I just bought it. Like, hey, it show right on the side panel. Right. Like click, all X.
Be
glad I ain't buying none. I had no business buying. You buy some.
That happened to me too. That's funny. It was in the side. I'm like, damn, it's all. You know what I mean? We supposed to be looking at something else.
And that shit popping up every fucking three thumb. Like, yo, stop. You already showed it one time. Like, god damn. Now she know what I'm looking at.
You like surfing Pornhub, you'll look like damn Facebook.
All right. So we talked about Thursday and we talked about Friday. Now it's time to talk about Saturday.
Ooh.
So Saturday.
So yeah, Saturday I ain't do much, man. I just laid around, you know what I'm saying, lounge, watch some TV.
Bro, I'm not asking you what you did on Saturday, bro. This ain't one of them. I'm going right.
I know where you're going.
You know where we going.
Yeah.
And to think I wasn't even 100% that night.
I know he was 80% with it.
Yo. This nigga. Okay, so If y'all don't know, the Tyson versus Roy Jones fight was Saturday night. So we gonna start with the undercard. Fuck it, we gonna go right to the Nate Robinson shit.
Right to it.
Nate Robinson.
It was 3 fights before that. He like, yo, fuck it, we going right to the next to the main event.
It ain't nothing to talk about, yo. That's where that he athletic and that shit don't mean nothing if you ain't got no fucking
Hey,
hands.
wait, can we say this? Can we say this, please? Can we say this?
Go ahead, Juice.
Why are you really fighting, my nigga?
Right.
Didn't you get a bag doing the shit you was doing beforehand? Like, I'm looking at this shit like, oh, this is some social media shit. Until he get knocked the fuck out. I'm like, wait a minute. No, he's really fighting. Jake Paul is hitting this nigga like he's been wanting to hit a nigga for a very long time.
Hold up, but this the point though. This the crazy part to me. Do y'all remember Nate Robinson as a basketball player? Nate Robinson at 5'8" always was the come off tough guy. Like didn't Nate Robinson get to a right?
I was like, he not even like, he was scrappy, he was tough, he was, you know what I mean, go get it first. He couldn't even fight. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but I was like, that's like you said, what you doing?
Very confrontational, all those things.
Yo, it's cool, yo. You just can't be in a fight like this in the middle of a ring, right? Like you ain't blocked one shot, right? Nobody taught you defense. You ain't had your guard up. You ain't do none of this, yo.
Dog, all he was doing, he was throwing that jab and jumping and hugging the bull as soon as he missed the jab. The first 30 seconds was that.
He came out too aggressive. And he lost win real fast. And then he lost win.
I don't even know if he lost win, bro. I just feel like according. And listen, the bad part was for him to be. It ain't even the fact that when he like the first time he got hit and he fell, he got up and was grabbing the back of his head. So me and T watching T like
he ain't get punched in his head.
So he got punched in his head.
Yeah, he got punched in the back of his head.
It was sort of side back when you kind of look at it. Oh,
but Joe, he grabbed his head. T like, babe, I don't think he want to fight no more. So he looking around like he looking back at his corner like, yo, y'all gonna call this shit or what? Yo, this shit was done. So he got dropped. Then all his drops were like the worst way a motherfucker can get dropped. He need to get a gun, like he need to get an AR and just be one of them. He need to be on some J shit, like just ARs and fucking big ass guns. Because fighting ain't the move for you, brother. Then main man hit him. This nigga fell on his head, like he did that fall like this, like with your head kind of like. It's falling first, like your whole body not falling, like your head is just like bent down.
You mean
he turned into an instant meme, yo. The internet moved quick, bro.
Yo,
boy, they was on his ass, boy.
Internet memes.
You remember
like
that? Remember that episode of Martin when Martin like hit man and how he felt? That was the exact same. I think the camera was right there. He was like.
What was y'all reaction when he hit the ground limp like that? What was y'all reaction?
If he
died, nigga was dead. I'm like, this nigga didn't die.
He definitely
he didn't move neither. He didn't move.
It was a. I said if they were microphones in especially black households when that happened, you would have heard some variation of, is he dead? Did Nate die? Is he like audibly?
I think that's what I put on Facebook.
What the fuck you mean is he dead? His whole fucking brain is laying out there on the fucking curb.
No. Did you see his eyes did you see his eyes like when he was falling? Like his eyes was so fucking
Hey, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Jake Paul hit this nigga with all the Aryan Nation might in his fucking. Okay, I don't.
Who is? Hold on, I'm not familiar with who Jake Paul is.
Okay, so let me talk about this
YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber. He was on the Disney Channel at one time. Go fucking search him on YouTube. He makes funny shit. Like my kids know him. My kids were laughing at this shit. They was like, "Whoa, Jake Paul knocked out this guy." I'm like, "Wow," and he did, but. My nigga Jake Paul ain't playing. He been telling a lot of people he want to fight too. He been challenging a lot of niggas too, a lot.
Yeah. But like Jake Paul guy that going literally trained to be a boxer. Like you can't go in a ring and play around, yo.
What Terrence Crawford said, you don't play boxing.
You
You don't
don't.
play boxing.
What Snoop
So-
said, you don't play boxing, you don't play about this pimping.
So Jake Paul is an American YouTuber, actor, and professional boxer. 23 from Ohio, and his net worth is 11.5. He's a cruiserweight.
Damn.
He knocked. Yo, let me tell you what.
Hey,
I'm in
Hey,
the
yo.
shakies. I'm in the
Having
shakies
a
watching it.
Having a Nate Robinson jersey like ain't no bad play either. Like if you got jerseys and shit, like you know what I mean. This dude gonna put the Nate. I'm talking about in general, like for a black man. This dude Jake Paul gonna put the Nate Robinson jersey on with the kneel down pose. Yeah,
That shit is hilarious.
He
Yo.
said nigga without saying nigga too. It's like,
yeah,
hey,
and like you can't even say nothing because it like went like that. You're like, damn, yo,
Come on, Nate.
get up, Nate.
Come on, Nate. Listen, this nigga was there. I'm like, like this nigga did not move for
Hey,
me.
we
Do
gonna
you
have
see
to
the
get
look on his face?
we gotta get Floyd. We
Oh,
gotta pull out the high spade, high joker. We gotta go get Floyd.
And what Floyd
Everybody
say
want
to
to fight him now, yo. It's so crazy. Like,
him?
Somebody
Man from
He
Main
knocked
man
somebody
from,
else out too. They don't take it
yeah.
serious.
yeah.
main man from what's our show? Mississippi and all of them. What's Diamond want to fight him?
P-Valley.
Oh, the P-Valley Diamond, the
Yeah,
security boy said he wanted.
Willie D said he want to fight him. Willie D knock his ass out.
Willie D from
Willie D
Hey,
is
Willie
his
D,
ass down.
Willie D
Willie
knock
D
his
from-
motherfucking ass.
Willie D knock his ass out. Willie D used to box himself.
Hey, Willie D was
Lance
knocking
Stevenson
motherfuckers
said
out
he
for
wanted
real.
to fight him.
Well, that'd be the funniest fight ever. Him and Lance. Oh my god.
Lance might get knocked the fuck out.
Lance get knocked out.
Yeah.
Playing too
Yeah.
much.
Who?
Yeah. But
Lance
Lance
Stevenson.
Stevenson.
listen, next black man we sending
The
in,
one
we
who
gotta
blew
send
on
it right. We can't
LeBron.
be just sending. Yeah, we can't just be sending any black guys in there for them to just be doing us brothers.
Hey,
like
we gonna
that,
have to
bro.
send in like
We gotta send the right guy
Jackson
in
or
there.
some shit.
And he could have got real ignorant with it and looked at the camera like, "Is this your champion? Is this who y'all
Is this your
saying?
king?
Like, right, is this your king?"
Is this why you are here?
right? It could have
Is
all
this why
got
you are here?
bad.
And you'd be like,
It all got bad, yo.
God damn, Nate.
I mean,
Nate didn't even get an interview. Nate just left the ring. They ain't even interview Nate.
Left the ring. I thought he's still in the
Nate
ring.
didn't get an interview.
right. Nate was unresponsive for like 35 seconds.
Yeah, not clean the fuck out.
Ugh, it was brutal.
All right, so that shit right there was like, yo, I never seen my wife laugh so hard. But by that, I've never heard her laugh the way she laughed at this nigga Nate the last time he got knocked out. And then every time she see this, she just because I missed it. I might have been texting y'all, and I missed it. And you ever had somebody laugh at something they seen and you mad as hell because you can't get that? Like you like I want to see it just because I need to laugh the way she laughing.
Bro, we all sitting on the
Yo.
couch, me, Cool, and JB, and this shit happened. We all jumping like, ah!
Yeah, and running different
yeah,
directions.
running different directions. So if y'all like my living room, my kitchen, like a whole thing, right? It's a whole vibe. We all running 3 different directions when this shit happened. I wish
Right.
that shit was recorded.
We
Oh,
had
man.
the same reaction, like differently, but at the same time, we look up, we all do the same thing in different parts of the room. Like, oh shit, is he dead? Like,
right.
Me and my boys at the Shakies, right? And so we did the exact same. Me and my boys, we did the
Why
exact
all your
same
stories
thing.
end up with me and my boys at the Shakies.
That's where we go.
right.
Right.
So we there, we see her go down. Oh, the girl come down off the pole and look at the screen and go, he got knocked out. He got knocked out. Yo, we sit there, look at everybody, and like I'm watching on my phone because they ain't have it on. And so like everybody surrounded me, and everybody go 3 different directions. You thought it was like a brawl in there. Everybody, oh, screaming and whatnot.
you don't see them. You don't like. That was a real knockout. You know what I mean? Like boxing you might not get a knockout like that in a boxing match in a year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
If you don't catch the right one.
Yeah,
For real.
And then
for real.
for the culture, it was Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson won a dunk contest.
Right.
Little
Over
baby
Dwight
Brown.
Howard.
Kryptonite. Kryptonite.
Over Dwight Howard.
He blocked Yao Ming. He got like highlight films in the NBA. He wasn't just no bum. And he was talking
the thing
shit.
for me. The thing for me is like looking back at his career. I think it was a point. Did Isaiah Thomas ever coach the Knicks?
Yes.
He only coached Indiana, right?
No, he coached the Knicks.
So I can remember it being I always recall Nate being the kind of guy who something happened with a teammate. He one of the guys who jumping around. He involved, like, you know, and we you know, you watch the game sometimes and you see these guys and they little, especially in the NBA, they get they little rumbling like Marcus Morrison. He from Philly and all that, but I hate the fact that he come off as some super tough guy in the league. But it'd be, you know, all these guys in the league are supposed to be tough guys, and Nate felt like the guy who was, you know, he had some heart, and I could even, like, if he'd have been more competitive in it, but the way it kind of happened was just like, God damn, Nate, for real?
Right. If he could have lost, but he lost badly. He definitely like how he lost.
And after that first knockout, he didn't look like he wanted to fight no more. He looked like he was done. Like, take my gloves off. I'm done. So the main event, Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. This nigga Roy Jones was tired in like 13 seconds. Listen, like I said, and it's funny, watch yourself with your spouse or something, man, and they, you know, they don't watch often. And just their reaction to shit, like, she's like, he's not supposed to be this tired after one round. Like, Roy was huffing and fucking punching, like, yo, he's real tired.
Roy was
like,
throwing no look,
yeah, man, Roy,
fade away jabs.
That no look looked terrible when you're older. Like, that thing looked a whole lot sharper when he was
20
doing
years
something.
ago, that shit was. 20
God
years ago,
damn,
that shit was lethal, right?
That shit looks
you get
stupid
caught by that
now.
motherfucker, it'd be dead, right?
That shit looks stupid. Like that when he threw that. That shit, like, you trying to get your head, you trying to catch that Nate Robinson, huh?
That's what we call from now on, the Nate Robinson.
That Nate Robinson.
How the fuck did the Nate Robinson trump the "you got knocked the fuck out"?
Yeah, right.
Yo, yeah, I ain't never I'll see something like that.
The whole hilarious thing is, like, you go because you want to see the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight, so you go into this not even thinking that this is going to be the main subject. You're like, hey, like, I'm going to go see this shit, and then you see that shit, it'd be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what happens next.
How do you follow that?
This is
You
the
can't follow that.
wildest shit I've ever seen.
The funny part is they was like, it's gonna be no knockouts. Jake Paul was like, shit. Somebody told you wrong.
I don't think that counted for them. I think that just counted for Roy and Tyson.
That was Roy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what the fuck do you mean no knockouts?
No, it didn't, bro. No, it was only for Tyson and Roy Jones, bro.
No. I'm saying Jake Paul's hit, that shit counted. Like,
hey, yo, somebody was like, why was Nate Robinson fighting? Somebody was like, he needed a bag, something about feeding his kids and all that. They was like, now his kids gonna have to fight in school.
He gonna have to fight. He gonna have to go up to school. You can't even punish your kids to be like that Kevin Hart shit. Like, Kevin, take the trash out. Shut up. Before I get Steve from down the street. Shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
So what y'all think of Tyson? I was proud of Tyson. To Tyson was ready to mix. I felt like Tyson had the energy for what it was worth. He looked more like he had more energy than Roy did, and he was ready to tussle a little bit. So
I think Roy was clenching.
That you wasn't entertained, or you wasn't?
I was.
Right.
It was too much clenching for me.
He had to clinch.
That's what I'm saying.
He had no choice. Yeah. The ref didn't. He definitely didn't step in enough to break up the clinches.
Right.
Like, them body shots looked serious, and you could tell at the end, Roy was holding his motherfucking gut the whole time, like he great shit on himself. Right.
Roy was holding his gun in, because if you see the way that nigga's stomach looked, that nigga was holding that shit in for the longest. That nigga got the back was like. motherfucker out. A whole bunch of air came out. And that shit was really showing the truth. Now, Roy need to stop, though. When they said back in the interview, Roy, Mike said, I take the draw. Who won the fight if we wanted to call it a fight or what the exhibition? Mike won. Roy talking about some, I don't want no draw. I should have been the one. Roy, stop it, Roy.
Only thing I wear is drawers.
Like, yeah, don't get out of there.
You see, Mike Tyson came out today and said he smoked before he went into the ring.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that, Jay. You just got.
So he probably, you know, his shit is specially made. He probably didn't feel none of that shit. Like,
yo, I ain't gonna hold you though. When I looked at Mike, looked nervous though. Mike looked a little scared.
He was nervous before it started for sure.
Right.
It's been 16 years, yo.
But he was high. I'm like, oh, he was high too. So
yeah.
When you high, if you doing something regular and then you do it high, you get a little nervous about stuff. You go downstairs to your house sober, and then you go downstairs to your house and it's totally dark and you high. You start hearing shit. What is that?
What the fuck those hamsters doing over there?
Look at that. Hold on. Hey, you got a red dot on your chest. You got a red dot on your chest too.
Oh shit. That shit funny. But yeah, I want to see Mike fight again. Like that's how much I enjoy.
I don't want to see Roy. I don't want to see Roy again. Roy tomorrow, if Pensacola gonna be like, nah, player, we going.
You think Sugar Ray could get in there, man?
No.
Sugar Ray old.
Sugar Ray got one eye and 65 limit.
And then
got one eye.
And then Roy gonna be disrespectful and come down with the Kobe and tribute to Kobe. Come on, you ain't even come on, dog. You should have wore a tribute to fucking Nate, nigga. You should have wore them. You should have wore don't tribute to Kobe.
Mike Tyson, who would be a good matchup?
I don't know. Probably
him and Holyfield or him and Lennox.
How Holyfield look?
Lennox Lewis came out today talking about he got some unfinished business.
For real?
I don't know, man. Fuck on.
I think Mike.
I think Evander's still in shape. He not like out of shape, is he?
No. Not. I mean, you know, I don't think he went around here like, do you like donuts or nothing?
Well,
like
he
that.
older. He older than. I think he older than Mike. I think he got to be older than Mike. I think.
Who?
Not Lennox.
Lennox Lewis older than Mike Tyson.
Evander too, or no?
I think so.
Can we get a Riddick Bowe? What we gotta do to get Riddick Bowe?
Riddick Bowe big as shit.
Riddick Bowe fatter than me, dog.
Fat. Super fat.
He fatter than me when I'm not on Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's the name of this fucking podcast. Write that shit down right there.
What is it?
He fatter than me when I'm not on Weight Watchers.
What you gonna do to see his big ass in public and he's upset at your fucking joke? I'm not Floyd Mayweather. I'm Riddick Bowe.
Listen, that should be like. Remember the Jamie Foxx shit? Like Mike Tyson sitting in the club, like, "Hey Jamie, I heard your jokes, Jamie. I heard your jokes." Yeah, man. I had a couple good names though, but that'll work.
That shit was good, man. That was a good fight. Like I said, I ended up paying for it and shit because my damn Fire Stick wasn't acting right, and I was like, I don't have time. What's $50 when your folks is here?
True.
But somebody said if you think I want to pay $50 to see old ass Mike Tyson fight old ass Roy Jones, then you goddamn right.
Right.
I ain't got shit to do today.
You sure will get this $50 about me. That was a team building event, right? I business expenses shit out that goddamn go fight.
But I think we should also know how revolutionary that is. I mean, that shit was put on my Triller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it's a new space. Like, we starting to enter into new worlds and territories when it comes to, putting out content behind paywalls. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I didn't like the performances. They were a bit long and drew out the production, but we can nitpick it all day. I liked like the different camera angles and shit, almost look video game-ish. I don't know. I dug it. You know what I mean? If you can imagine a COVID-free space and similar production or similar experience behind that. Like just like shit, make that shit the Wild Wild West. Let's see who put out a better boxing event made for TV next time. You know what? I also we kind of and I ain't gonna just touch on, but just like Mike Tyson, like you said, revolutionary. But like, shout out to Mike Tyson for real, man. To rebuild his life, this dude, I guess, admittedly was on the brink of self-destruction many times over. We done been grown and witnessed his self-destruction and rebuilding, and we all will be fortunate enough to live long enough to kind of see ourselves rebuild and continue to build on that legacy and reputation. That man went from one of most hated, right, high top to precipitous drop, right, and most hated in society, kind of back to an all-loving Snoop Doggish kind of can do no wrong type feel. That shit is rather remarkable, when you think about it, from somebody that people don't look at as he'd never been confused as the brightest bulb or anything like that, but like he got to be some kind of genius to be able to do that and kind of wade through that water. So shout out to him, for that too, man.
Yo, I was definitely about to go there because it's like they were talking about some of the work he's doing and a lot of things that he's doing he's not telling people about, and he's not, going out. People tell stuff just to get acknowledged for what they're doing. He doesn't do that. It was a story they were talking about somebody in boxing and an older guy, and he said, yo, for real, Mike Tyson be the main one who come through for me, like, and make sure I'm straight. So I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see, the Mike was, man, you talking about some of the quotables, some of the quotes, some of the things, like, goodness gracious, like the whole thing, like they said, Mike coming in the room is like somebody pit loose. You get what I'm saying? And him to go from that to being a guy who's, it's not about money, it's about charity, and about, helping people, man. It's a beautiful thing to see, man. And it's like, it's good to see him get his chance to, like, who knows, like, I mean, even with, like, you think about, like, Michael Jackson and stuff, like towards the end, and Whitney Houston and stuff, like towards the end, it seemed like real wild and out of control, and we never got the chance to see them, possibly get it together or whatever. You get what I'm saying? We seen Mike just be like, yo, it was to the point where I felt like if you'd have heard, yo, Mike Tyson is dead, it wouldn't have been so much of a shocker at a point in his life. You get what I'm saying? Because of how wild he seemed to live his life, and to see him come back and be in the space he is a beautiful thing, and I'm glad we got a chance to see that.
That
was for Mike.
Really dope.
They said Mike smoked $40,000 worth of weed a month on his ranch.
I believe it.
I mean, I could totally believe that, dog, because he's smoking that exotic.
His stuff, yeah, he got a whole ranch. His stuff is good. If you go to,
he a grower, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember it's not Reef, it's Planet something in Vegas, and I will tell you what, I sat in my room looking at the wall for at least 30 minutes before I headed to the pool because it was good.
What was it called?
It's called Planet. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Come on, Mike Tyson, get some brothers in the room, baby. Call that joint. His company's called Punch Out. It's called Tyson Ranch.
Hey, that's next, dog. We definitely want to get into the cannabis situation as far as growing and all of that.
Can we talk about Uncle Snoop before we move on from this?
We definitely can.
Another genius.
Goddamn, they just got it right. Snoop really saved the night, right? So if you aren't an avid boxing watcher like myself, I thoroughly enjoyed the fight because I thoroughly enjoyed the fight. But god daggone, Snoop commentating was god daggone epic, right? He was saying shit. He was witty. He was smart. He was, man, comedic. It was amazing how well of a job Snoop did. And to boot, Lil Wayne was supposed to be there, didn't show up. Snoop wasn't even supposed to perform.
Right.
Right. It was supposed to be Wayne.
And I don't think Wayne would have did as good a job as Snoop.
You are correct.
Snoop
it's not even a thought. He just wouldn't have.
But Snoop in that on the stage, Snoop his energy he still got it. Like ain't missing a step, man.
Snoop
He
is a
killed that
hard person
performance
to
too. I really enjoyed
outperform.
that performance.
I mean, for real, Snoop is a hard
Yeah.
person to outperform. Period. I don't care if it's boxing night or fucking Tuesday night. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's a very few people that can outperform Snoop. Go ahead, Juice.
Now I was just gonna say, man, like I saw Snoop, Dr. Dre in '99, dog, at a car show in Houston. I gotta say, I'll never forget it. So I mean, he can really go top to bottom with tunes and everything else, man. And it's only a few cats that can fucking say that they've been around since the early '90s and that are still around now and still relevant. So Snoop is one of the people, man. I think he's just stepping into more of his stardom. I mean, he's a fucking superstar, but more and more.
What does he do wrong? What does he do? Like he can't miss.
That's what I was about to say. So for people that understand, like you said, don't understand, like timing, diction, a bit of understanding about the subject matter, like cultural colloquialisms. He dropping it, you know what I mean? And so then when you realize that he just was, we were in a conversation with him, you know, he was in our living rooms conversing like we was conversing with each other, right? But then they did a clip of, you know, it was like a fake petition. Put Snoop on, give Snoop the Monday Night Football contract or NBA contract. Man, they did a mashup of Snoop doing the same fucking thing in MMA, in hockey, in basketball, right? He was like guest announcer. I'm like, this dude really can do, and had the same sense of subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Same relevance. And did a clip. I say a smart executive would really give him a contract. He could really do like football or color commentary or whatever, even if it's a guest thing. And somebody would be really wise to put him on TV or in a booth somewhere in any sport.
Yeah.
All right, hold up real quick. Juice, I know you got to go. I want to get what you feel on this real quick before you leave.
Yeah.
The Netflix removed Chappelle's show after Dave demands fans never watch it again. How do you feel about that?
It wasn't paying him.
I think that what it really shows is the power in taking, you know, your ownership back of your, you know, intellectual property. At the end of the day, he understands that the contract has been done, but in a place where he has, you know, we just talked about Triller. We just talked about how content distribution is different now. We do all the different ways you can now make money. He's at a place now. He doesn't need them. They have to go off whatever system they have, or archaic way if they have of distributing things, or go set up their own streaming service. You know what I'm saying? Whereas he's on Netflix, they're paying him handsome. They have he's produced a lot of work for them. He's built a relationship to where he can command this kind of control. I think you're gonna see this more and more and more with independent artists. I think it's dope, and it shows how much power we are collectively getting as creators. On that note, gotta go. Love y'all.
All right, just love you, man.
All right, Juice, love you, bro.
Like for me, watching that 19 minutes of the Unforgiveness. First of all, man, like just when I think Dave, like, man, it's more than comedy. I think he just stands alone in the space, whereas though it's just amazing to watch. Definitely. And for him to take it to the people, you get what I'm saying? Yo, don't watch that. And I'm not going to watch it anymore. You get what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I think Netflix, first of all, it was a smart business move by Netflix because like he's the breadwinner.
Ain't it the only business move? That's like they really be on. I don't mean to cut you off, Nate, but some companies sometimes they really be on and cut off the nose despite they face shit. Like, lease that man, license that man his work back. Like, yeah, I mean, what you gonna take? One less vacation a year, or you know, for your people? We know it's a shitty contract. Let that man make him happy. Viacom, you know why? You might could get a fucking Dave Chappelle season 3 out of it. I don't understand what these people are thinking or not thinking. But he's so bitter. He like, I can't even use the fucking show name, even if I did want to make it again. Just because you want to hold him to a contract is a contract is a contract. You know what I'm saying? And not like they can't, but like you could tear that shit up if you wanted to too. That's that Jerry Krause, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Chicago bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen signed it, so I'm just, you know, hold him, lowball him and all of that. Man, come on, man.
And the Bulls ain't been the same since. Like for me, he made Comedy Central relevant. Wasn't nobody checking
Absolutely.
for Comedy Central before Dave Chappelle show, and I haven't checked for it since. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
It's been
it's just
15
like,
years, yo. It's been 15 years. Think about it.
yeah,
We lived together in Virginia. It's been that long.
true,
You know what I'm saying?
true. But end of the day, if you got Dave, how you got, and I think it lets other people know what doing business. I think they set themselves up not only to do business with Dave and continue to do business with Dave exclusively like they have, but it lets other people know how you do business. You get what I'm saying? And that would make them want to do business with you also. So I think for Netflix, it was just beautiful to do, period.
It's an easy layup. Like all Trump had to do was denounce white supremacy, and he couldn't. Like, damn. It's an easy and I mean I know it's about money, but shout out to Netflix for taking the shit down. Your stars say take it down, want to take it down because some shit going on, take the shit down. You know what I'm saying? They take it down, and then you're gonna be ingratiated. Like it'd be like a fucking NFL team to sign Kaepernick. I never understood why they didn't. You be the jerseyiest, sellingest team ever, but instead, okay, this whatever. HBO and the rest of them that's still streaming it,
And the thing that he said about HBO, when he said he bought the idea to HBO, and HBO said, "What do we need you for?" But now you need me on your HBO Max.
Who says that? See what I'm saying? That's the same kind of shit. Who says that? Somebody that's not even in the building no more.
See, this is my twist, yo. Like maybe it's pride, but if I get fly with you like that, I'm not like I couldn't be HBO and use you after I told you that who needs you. You get what I'm saying? Like, but they don't care, man. Money is money for them motherfuckers.
But you could be money is money, decline the show and still not say that. Some people just assholes. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, true.
The fuck. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Like, I won't get it. It ain't for me to get. Fuck that.
Yeah. True.
But that's how that's how it is. That's not like a mystery thing or I don't understand this, because really it comes to the point where they've always been doing that, where they just knock you down until you create something that now they want to use, right? So it's really systemic, truthfully, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's modern day slavery. But what was the most compelling about that 18 minutes for me was his threat at the end when he was like, "Watch me." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I believe him, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't understand why more of us don't do more business with Puff, right? He got his own network, right? All our shit should be there, right? The ad dollars will follow, right? Mm-hmm. We would follow, right? If you like, you want to watch Chappelle show, watch that shit on motherfucking what's the name of
Pluto. Pluto.
Yeah, well, Revolt. Yeah, right. So like, just do it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Viacom bought BET. Viacom shitted on Nick Cannon. Right? When we gonna fucking boycott Viacom? We have the power to do it. No, I mean completely.
I think I have.
You have, but the masses haven't boycotted goddamn Love and Hip Hop because it's ingratiated in Black culture. That's Viacom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? We could say, all right, we're not going to support this, but who the fuck am I kidding? The new challenge come out on MTV next week, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking forward to that. That's a Viacom product. So, it's tough when we don't really help ourselves. And we should, right? And I'm saying we really should help ourselves. And shout out to Dave. And I just think that if we put our dollars together and back that versus doing other things, we'll be better off.
Mm-hmm. You got something, Jay?
No, that was just tagging along what he said.
All right. I found this interesting. Gucci said he shouldn't have played the Truth Disc. Y'all seen that?
No. He did.
Yeah, he said
Did he?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If he wouldn't have played that, Jeezy would have slaughtered him. That helped him out.
Way to grow up, Gucci.
Right. I respect that.
Yeah, that's solid.
Let me ask y'all something. Once this vaccine kick in, like, how do you feel about the mask wearing situation? Once, let's say, it's not something that's they're saying that we should do. Do you see yourself wearing your mask past that point, or 2022? Are we still wearing masks? Let's just skip 2021. Going into 2022, let's say the vaccine come.
Damn.
Well, I'm just saying, bro. Like,
Bro,
I don't know how long this shit
though.
gonna take, though. Cool,
Bro,
like,
you right though. Like. But when I heard it, it was like, damn, we gotta skip all the way to this time next year because we don't know what the fuck is going on.
right.
But you're right. I haven't made it because y'all forget. But like, damn,
Nah, you good,
it
bro.
sounds crazy.
So I see vaccines differently than a lot of folks, right? So let's talk about the reality of it. You're not going to be able to get around without the vaccine. As much as you might not want to take it, it will not be treated like a flu shot. You're not going to be able to do shit without getting the vaccine, right? And fuck the pressure of the government and all that shit. Let's talk about the pressure that's going to come in your house. When the wife says she want to fucking go somewhere. When the girlfriend say, hey, I've been locked up in this fucking house for 18 months, right? When that trip to Santorini, Greece come down the pipe, and you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. You're not going to be going to fucking Greece without getting your shot. We was in the military. There was certain place you couldn't travel to without getting certain things. I had to get shots to go to Japan when I moved to Japan, right? You didn't think nothing of it, so you're not going to be able to move. Those.
So how would you? Let me ask you. Would it be a card or something, or how would they be able to tell if you had it or not? If you had the vaccine,
doctor's paperwork. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, doctor's paperwork.
Negative test, I guess.
Yeah, like all that stuff happens. Yeah, shot records. Like shot records are really a thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our kids all go to school today behind shot records. They will kick you out of school without shot records.
Keep you at the hospital too.
Who kids going to school? My kids. Yo.
Oh, your kids gonna go to school when they open the schools back up because everybody's going to get vaccinated, right? So
when is that? So when do you see the schools opening back up?
Oh, the spring.
For March.
They whatchamacallit.
They're gonna open up that late, and then it might as well just let it chill and start back.
No, they fast tracking vaccines right now. So you can't say let it chill. This is a part of the fabric of.
No, I ain't talking about the vaccine. I ain't talking about
no. I'm talking about the things that you're omitting. Like, so school they're struggling right now because it's a fabric of our economics, right? It's in our economy. So they got to get schools open back up so people can go back to fucking work so they can have jobs. Right? People are staying home. People got young kids, right?
I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not worried about mine. Fuck out of here. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
you
know, people got young kids. So it's tough, man. So UPS is making dry ice right now because the vaccine has to be stored at negative -4, -5 degrees. Yeah. So they're gonna move it, man. They it's on the ship for next week. So they talking about the 11th start shipping it and producing. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That ain't a little scary that it's moving that fast.
No, about time this new election coming in, they line up. Welcome to 2021 with Biden. Bow.
You should always be fearless.
Yeah, you definitely should be fearful of that, but I don't think the speed is something you should fear because in your mind you think a vaccine should take a long time. Right. No, they just trying to keep their fucking job.
It only take a long time because of the money grab. That's one thing. And be fearful because it's some shit in the bottle that you don't know who the fuck made it, but not because it took 2 days.
Right. So as far as the mask, though, do we see that still being a part of our everyday? When do the masks go away, or do the masks never go away?
It may not go away. It may not go away.
Yeah.
If people remember, symptomatic people or cancer patients been wearing masks in public for years, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're symptomatic, you're gonna wear a mask post vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the vaccine and becomes a fabric of the culture, like flu vaccine tends to be, I think that's when we'll see masks go away. The question becomes, is that as soon as 2022? Maybe. I don't know. But I think they may be here in some shape, form, or fashion. I think some people going to just opt to wear masks and are asymptomatic and just don't want the shot either. I think.
Well, here's the kicker. Y'all remember SARS? Yeah, I think I lived in Asia post SARS. People never stopped wearing masks in Japan. You understand what I'm saying? Masks will be new for us here in the United States. They never stopped wearing masks. That was something that was normal. You know what I'm saying? Everyday wear over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it never stopped. Whenever you got a cold, you put on a mask, right? Just the schools will be the hotbed for. I think all disease and sickness come from schools, right? Nasty ass kids not washing their nasty ass hands with these nasty ass doors and tables and chairs, and they come home and kiss and love on you, and now you sick. I literally think schools are the reason for all the sickness in the goddamn country anyway. So I think opening up schools would be the worst thing that they could probably do.
Yeah.
Right, we all got sick from school.
I don't want to argue.
Ugh.
True.
Chicken pox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get chicken pox from cool.
Yo, chicken pox.
Like, stomach flu.
Yeah.
Chicken pox is gone, yo. You don't even see chicken pox.
Ain't no money in it.
That shit is gone. Like,
ain't no money in it.
Ain't no money in chicken pox.
Ain't no money in chicken pox.
Ain't no money in
Run it up
chicken
the
pox.
flagpole. Who gives it, baby?
Yeah,
yo, your mom. Listen, your mom was like, "Oh, you got it. Go in there with your sisters.
Go get that.
Y'all all need to get
Go get that
shit.
cow
Y'all all need to have this shit now. No, not yet. All y'all need to get it.
Get it.
Everybody got to get it now.
Yeah,
right. You can't expect to have somebody get it 2 weeks later. Like, no, y'all all need to go sit next to your brother.
Yeah.
Get this chicken pox so we go and knock this shit out.
I told you HIV is not even a thing. Why I say that shit? Like, it's not a real thing anymore. And like, yo, take this one pill a day so you can be undetectable so that you won't even pop on another blood test. Like, that's how the commercial reads. Like, this is the commercial verbatim. Remember when we was younger, it was a whole cocktail.
You gotta finish the commercial. You commercial.
What?
You might get nosebleeds, diarrhea, any given second.
Kidney failure.
What's the other junk?
Right.
What's the other junk? Take this pill to not even get it.
Oh, PrEP.
Yeah.
PrEP.
Yeah, you right, bro.
Nah,
like, man,
you gonna get something. You gonna get a couple other
things.
things.
To the next one. What's the next shit?
Yeah, what's the next shit? Right. They're never gonna cure cancer.
Oh yeah, yo. Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Yeah, by the way.
Today is 6 years of my mom passing away.
Rest in
2014,
peace,
November 30th.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, mommy. Yeah, fuck cancer though. We're gonna leave that right there where it's at. Who cares about the Grammys? We talk about this all the time, man. Like, I don't, you know, and why is the Grammy so important to people? I honestly, I don't even think I listen to Grammy winners. You get what I'm saying? So the music I listen to, probably people don't. Not 85% of the people I listen to don't win Grammys. So
you got to clear it up. You say, why is the Grammy so important to people? No, you got to take it a step further.
To artists, I'm sorry.
No. It's a step further. Why is the Grammy so important to Black people?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is the Grammy so important to Black people?
I don't fucking know. That shit's stupid to me. Right? Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Again, if we had our own, it wouldn't fucking matter. I don't see Hove throwing the motherfucking Rock Nation brunch during the fucking BET week. He throw it during Grammy week. But you've been goddamn shit on the Grammys the whole time. Who that? Kanye pissed in his Grammy 6 months ago. Drake was drinking drinks out of his shit. Hove was drinking drinks out of his shit. Clowned it after he got
Wayne was putting
ashes.
Yeah.
You talk all that shit, right? Like, and motherfucking still be mad when the Grammys don't do it. And we had the same conversation every fucking year. Oh, they out of touch. They don't know nothing about our culture. Man. Fucking create something for your culture. Right.
Listen, don't go.
Right.
Nobody. Don't go. Let the white folks that they be who
They'll
album we never heard
change their tune.
Don't perform.
It won't change in 1 year.
Don't perform. Don't go.
Don't fucking go.
Right.
And it don't even add to your bottom line no more the way it used to. It don't even like, as far as I know, these young cats get their own with no fucking Grammy nods and all that stuff. Don't nobody even paying attention to that shit no more.
Ask Russ, do he care about the Grammys?
Dog, I've never checked out an artist's music because they were Grammy nominated or they won a Grammy. Oh, he won a Grammy. Oh, I need to watch that. That's like the movies that be winning Oscar. I mean, these awards that don't nobody give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck. Half the movies ain't even that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that shit. Oh my God, they got a Tony. Oh, we gotta watch this, babe. Like, fuck no.
You're funny tonight, yo.
That shit real cool. Like, they're like, oh no, I wasn't gonna listen to it, but he Grammy nominated. Let me check it out. Like, right. Fuck that.
You was spitting for the Grammy. Like, who in the Grammy room? What they look like?
Not like us.
Not like us.
Fucking way.
What's the youngest person in the Grammy room?
I wish I had goddamn more thumbs to give the Grammy more thumbs down.
I'm sad we can't watch that no more.
Do the Grammys ever be like, oh, this bank, but this rock, but we can't vote for it? They got to, right?
They don't know. They don't know what's going on. Kelsey Nicole slams Megan Thee Stallion and diss tracking on Instagram. So the best friend that was in the car with Megan. Megan album came out last week, and Megan had a diss track talking about touring and talking about this young lady Kelsey, and Kelsey has put out a diss track. I'm confused about that beef. Like, I don't see what the issue is. I mean, she's saying I've never heard her say with anybody but Tory as far as her getting shot. I don't know. This shit just seemed weird.
You listen to Meg? Who was it? Who shot you? Was it who?
First of all, hey, cool. Listen, cool. There's certain things in the world you just can't touch. You can't be jumping on the who shot you. You can't jump on that who shot your beat. Fucking tap dancing.
Yeah,
like that. Who shot? Do you like? Have you heard? Like, shorty, do you know what you're following? But to me, she shouldn't have jumped on that. She should have jumped on that Boys in the Hood beat.
Yeah.
You can't just be following Ice Cube like that. That's young Ice Cube writing that shit. She jumping on beats that she don't got no business dealing with. They could have made you some other shit for you to spit that goofy shit.
Or don't be goofy with it. Like, just go extra hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think she's capable.
Or that fucking tap in song, that Too Short. I don't think that's that shit right there. She shouldn't have did that either.
I don't think Meg can rap. The end.
I keep trying to tell people Cash Doll is way better than Megan. It's just because Megan's fucking 6 inches taller. But no one want to hear me when I say this. And
she not. Hold on, that's all she. And she looks. She better. Don't right. She don't look better than Cash Doll. Cash Doll. I've seen Cash Doll live. She's beautiful.
I like Megan. I ain't gonna what's the name, and I think it's space for them all. Right. I definitely think Cash Doll better though. But that body shit is horrible.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Now listen. Now let's have a conversation real quick. I'm sitting in the car with my wife, headed to the barbershop. And we started off playing a diss track, and then she started playing more of Megan's tracks, right? And honestly, I'm not the type of person who discriminates against women or anything like that. But it's like, yo, can you make a song where you're not talking about your pussy and how your pussy have a nigga? Like, that was the whole album, and I'm not sitting back here trying to sit back here and you know,
be holier than thou or something.
Right,
shit.
but it's like, yo,
give me one of them song cry. Give me a song cry.
Show me something. You got something.
Give me a
Listen, cool. I did seriously listen to songs. It's a song on there with her, Big Sean, and 2 Chainz. And in that song, she didn't mention her pussy or how she'll have a nigga in that whole song. And I said, let this play because I just want to hear a song where she's not referring to that. Yeah. And I'm not sitting back here saying ain't nothing wrong with being beautiful, a beautiful woman, a sexy woman, and all that. One of the women who I respect in the game and my favorite MC is Eve. And we can do the Philly thing or whatever. But the thing that I like about Eve is, you've seen Eve. Is Eve a bad looking woman? Eve is a sexy woman to me.
She was better when she had the shorter hair.
Okay, that's fine.
My personal.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But she didn't. Would she say, "Oh yeah, I'm a good looking woman"? Would she say, "Oh, your man want to get with me"? Yeah, but she can rap. It's like, damn, I need a little bit more than that. So me and my wife in the car, and she like, well, you know, is it a is it because it's a woman? Because guys do that all the time. And I was sitting back here trying to think about a rapper who refers to their sexuality that much. I'm uncomfortable with men who talk too deeply about sex with a woman. To me, I don't want to see
ever.
I don't want to see you getting head from her. I don't want to hear a play-by-play of your sexual encounter with a woman. I just don't want to hear that from a nigga. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a man thing or a woman thing. I just feel like it's too much of that from her. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to knock what she's doing or whatever, but and I think
Ain't the preset
as a person, I think she's positive and all that, but it's just like the music. I'd be like, damn, everything is okay. You got a fat ass. Okay, they want to see this body. Okay, like it's the same thing every verse.
I'm spend a check on it. All right, you know.
It's. I don't got. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all.
And if you listen to Cash Doll album got more on it than those kind of songs. Do she have them? Do she have them joints? She do.
I like Cash Doll swag, man.
I like a swag. The best rap between Cardi and Meg is Cash Doll.
Yeah.
I like the shit. What's that song called? Immaculate. It's like some underground shit. I liked it before she kind of bubbled too. Because I thought she was kind of hard but fly. You know what I'm saying? I like her for real.
Do y'all listen to 3D Not T?
Yep.
Say it again.
3D Not T.
She's from
New Orleans. New Orleans.
You might have to send me something.
Yeah. Bro, she goes in like, and she's not bad looking either. But I'm just saying, like,
have you seen Rhapsody? Rhapsody's a good looking woman.
Rhapsody can rap,
and she's pretty. Rhapsody's a pretty woman.
I wish we could get a woman tour, man. I wish it could happen. I wish they could like imagine the money behind Nicki, Cardi, and Meg or some tour, some shit like that. Imagine the money behind,
Don't forget Trina.
That's what I'm saying. Anything where you can get all the egos out the way, you can put them and figure the shit out. It's damn near be impossible, and nobody want to see them 50 years old figuring this shit out. So.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I got a question. I don't know if y'all heard about this Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys coach, and his players smashing watermelons.
Yeah, they did the Gallagher thing.
Yeah. Was that offensive? Do you feel like just hearing that?
Huh?
I don't give a
with
fuck.
The whole what actually happened? I heard Shannon Sharp really, Uncle Shay, shout out Uncle Shay, spazzing about, a white coach having black players smashing watermelons and the racial, content behind watermelon.
Were they doing the Gallagher thing?
It was, yeah.
Gallagher, I'm so confused.
I don't know. Maybe I need to do more.
I'll put some context to it. And Uncle Shay from the deep South, right? So he one of them. He that country hood I talk about. That fucking grew up in one shack shit with a bathroom was an outhouse. Like you wasn't no bathroom. You had to walk in the dark woods, right? Take a shit. So his perspective, this is that you know how we talk about the generational perspective. We all are familiar with the connotation of watermelon and black folks. So we're not here to explain that, right? So Shannon's thing was he like, man, look, there's certain things that was never crossed. I'll be the most coachable player you got. But he named his Hall of Fame coaches he played under. He said Shanahan would never do that. So-and-so would never do that. He would never do that. So he was like, he basically was saying he kind of conceded or maybe skip-boarded in where the young players of a generation were like, they oblivious. They like, it just ain't really the same feel in spite of maybe the general connotation we understand about watermelons and black people. But for Uncle Shannon, who is of a place and of a generation, right? Just 40 plus, right? And think about the way you had to button up just fucking 4 years ago. This shit is all post-Trump that we are able to be a little more loose in how we say, hey, no, I'm not gonna protect your feelings. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. You know what I mean? First. And so I can see where there was some offense, but you can't be more offended necessarily than the folks that went through it, even though I think he's okay as Big Unc that shit don't fly. He basically was like, man, if somebody need to do this shit to motivate you, then your ass need to maybe seek another profession. No wonder you get your ass kicked. Anyway, young black players, right? He said to the mature captain kind of players, you supposed to be like, nah, coach, we ain't doing this. You know, and to Mike McCarthy, he felt like that probably wasn't the best way to motivate your players anyway, with that understanding. So I get it kind of all around. It seems more Gallagher-y, but like that's doofy in and of itself. I don't think Mike McCarthy's a good coach. I think he just lucked up and had Aaron Rodgers for a lot of years and won one Super Bowl with him.
And then you go lay that egg you laid on Thanksgiving. So did it really work?
I'm tired of the notion that because you're a coach and you lose some of your best players, that you can put anybody in the lineup and replicate that because you're a coach. Let's knock that shit the fuck off. He lost the best quarterback he had, right? Your team is going to struggle mightily, right? My team is going to fucking struggle, you know what I'm saying, on Wednesday against the Steelers with 7 offensive starters not playing. Right? Like, let's talk about that. So it's not that the coach is doing a bad job. Players are really who they are before these fucking coaches. I'm tired of these motherfuckers taking the credit. Right? By the time I get to the NFL, I am exactly who the fuck I was going to be. You call the fucking plays and hope you called it right against that person on the other side. You shouldn't get no fucking credit. You don't get no credit for Dak being Dak. You don't get no credit for Zeke being Zeke or CeeDee Lamb being CeeDee Lamb. Them days is over, dog. He's at the top echelon of the level. No, none. What do you have to train a motherfucker to do who's already at the top of their game?
That's the reason you drafted him. That's the reason you drafted him.
No.
First, I want to talk about y'all see the Denver Broncos didn't even have a starting quarterback on Sunday.
That is correct. The boy was a wide receiver. He hasn't played quarterback since his sophomore year in college.
He was working at a retail store and then got that call.
All right, but
undrafted.
I'm not going to sit back here and totally I agree with you for the most part. I do feel like coaches have to put players in certain positions to get the best out of them. Like Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. They had him in a slot the first 2 games of the season. He wasn't successful. They put him at the X position and he got off more. That's coaching, not his skill set. He's better at the X than he is in the slot.
There is something I do. It's funny, Terrell. I mean, my bad. It's funny that when we talk a bit about like coaching, I think the credit that they get for winning is probably, to your point, not deserved to that level, right? You can't get but so much credit for fucking David Tyree catching the ball on his helmet, bro. You can't, right? You can't coach that. You couldn't throw that ball. You couldn't go right now, just them 2 people on the field, and throw that ball and replicate that catch. You cannot, right? So, but a coaching staff can, plus to your point, be like the detriment. You can put players in position to allow their skill set to flourish. We've seen coaches come in and take a lineman that's better in a 3-4 technique and put them in a 4-3 and fuck them up, or the vice versa. You know what I mean? Or a linebacker used to getting Ray Lewis, a perfect example, complained and almost left Baltimore because he wanted the big horses in front of him. When he got he had little horses in front of him. They was shit for a lot of years. Got big nada in them, big horses again. They won again. So it's something to scheming and drafting that if you do it wrong, a bad organization can be just shit for decades. We know that too. In a decent organization that drafts right, some decent structures, some decent systems, in spite of the coach can elevate. So I definitely.
But this point was different from what I'm saying. What you said.
Hold on, perfect is.
I want to rebut what you said. What you said was a scheme issue. What the move that they made didn't make the player better. That's my point.
You can't like that catch from D-Hop. You can't say, coach, I'm gonna coach you how to catch the ball on 3 people, right?
Bro, listen. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Joe.
But if you look at perfect example, Tampa Bay is 6-5 because of Bruce Arians. If Bruce Arians will sacrifice, yes, he is, bro. If he sacrificed his system and played the system that best fits Tom Brady, they will be a better team. You work to your quarterback's strengths. If you put Lamar Jackson he's in the right system that fits his strengths. That's what works. If you put Tom Brady in the offense, hold on, bro.
Well, go ahead.
If you did not have Tom Brady in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform right now, it wouldn't be a 5-6 or 6-5 team. And you still had Jameis Winston. They wouldn't be there. If you didn't bring over Antonio
did you hear what
Brown,
I said? What did I say?
I'm just saying.
The offense they're running, they should be better if they ran the offense that he runs in New England or offense that best suits him, which is a short pass offense instead of this deep down the field shit. Tampa Bay would be a better squad than they are right now and have a better record if they play the kind of offense that suits Tom Brady. They don't.
So you're saying the player, not the coaching, the player, because Tom Brady, the player, you are shooting around the player. You're not shooting around what he knows and how he knows how to coach. So with that, you're bringing in Brady, right? So you know what Brady's strengths are. You know Brady can throw the ball 70 yards down the field. You know Brady can put it on the dime.
No, CJ.
I'm not saying he does. I'm just giving an example. But what I'm saying is, if you ran the same scheme that they're running right now, and you have Jameis Winston or you have Phillip Rivers, they will not be doing the same thing.
What I'm saying to you is, Jay, the offense they're running is not the best fit for Tom Brady. That's just
because of why?
Because he don't throw the ball down. He not good for the long ball. Brady is.
It's two words to that. Bruce Arians.
What's that? That's what I just said, bro. I said Bruce Arians.
That's what I said. They're coaching, but the coaching.
Bro, that's what I said. I said Bruce Arians is the problem. What are you talking about?
Oh, gosh.
I said Bruce Arians is the problem, Jay.
It didn't sound like that to me.
Because you wasn't fucking listening. Put that fucking cup down. I said Bruce Arians is the problem.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said if he would adjust his system, then they would be a better squad than they are at 6-5. With all that talent. Dog, look at what they got.
My apologies.
Look at what they got. Yeah.
But again, nothing you said made the player a better player. Is my point. You started talking about scheme. Every scenario you gave was a scheme scenario.
Okay.
Right. That had nothing to do with the fact that.
But the scheme brings out the strength for the player. It can or it can't. If you're
not
in the right scheme,
that matters none.
No. I disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, that matters none. That didn't make me a better player because you decided to get the scheme right. I was the same fucking great player before your scheme was fucked up. That's my point.
Head out your ass.
Yeah, that's my point. You didn't make me a better player because you finally got the scheme right for my skill set.
You moved me over 2 feet and I got 5 sacks.
So tell me that. Okay, so like now we're talking about NFL. Let's go to basketball, right? Real quick.
Yeah.
Dale Harris had Shaq, Kobe, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel. You trade them away, bring in Phil Jackson. You get rid of Eddie Jones, get rid of Nick Van Exel. Who knows? You bring in Ron Harper. Now, you can't tell me Ron Harper is a better point guard than Nick Van Exel is. And if you look at it, we kept Glenn Rice for 1 year. So you might have been better off keeping Eddie Jones. The coach played a part in that. He
did not. I just think Kobe's maturation played a part in that.
I would say no.
Phil took his ass to fucking Montana when the season was over. Bro, Kobe was putting up shots. What are you talking about?
That first year, that first year Kobe wasn't even averaging.
You keep saying that first year. I'm talking about his own maturation. I'm talking
the first year under Phil.
I'm talking about Kobe Bryant's own maturation outside of Phil Jackson.
So that would happen regardless.
Fuck what Phil Jackson did. I don't. You and I could have played the point. Get the ball to fucking Kobe. Get the ball to Shaq. So what? No, I don't.
Okay, we can come.
I don't.
So
Phil
if-
Jackson has not been successful outside of Kobe and fucking Michael Jordan. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're talking about 2 of the 5 greatest players to ever walk the planet.
Okay.
And now I'm supposed to give you some props. Michael
So-
Jordan was Michael Jordan before Phil Jackson. Kobe Bryant was going to be Kobe Bryant before Phil Jackson. Fuck out of here.
So when Phil went to New York, what happened then?
He wasn't coaching, bro. He was the GM.
Yeah. Oh, he was coaching at first.
No.
and then
No,
went
he
to the
wasn't.
gym.
Bullshit.
He did coach.
Coach.
He did coach.
He didn't coach in the,
Bullshit.
What's the bet?
Yes, he
What's the
did.
bet? What's the bet?
You name it.
What's the bet?
What you drinking?
I'm drinking Jameson.
Okay, I'll send a bottle your way if I'm
All
wrong,
right.
which
Okay.
I'm never wrong. I'll tell
And
you
I
that
said,
right
what you
now.
drinking?
Tito's.
Okay, I send the bottle your way. Now, you know my bottle more expensive than your bottle, right?
I'm not worried about that.
All right, just so we clear. Phil never coached them. We can go on to the next topic because I know I'm right. I'm
Go.
always...
He's correct.
Huh?
He's correct.
Thank you. You can give me the small boy though. I don't need the one I get. You can give me the small one. I get the big one though. You can give me the. No, hey, cool. Hey, bro, would I show up? Do I show up with the small one?
No, never.
Okay, but we ain't gotta do that with you right now.
Yeah.
Don't
Right
worry-
now, little bro.
Don't shortchange me because I'm little bro. Don't do that.
Now I'm gonna get.
Don't
But
do
we
that.
playing right now. Should the NFL stop right now with all this stuff and how it's going on? Should they stop?
No.
Are we
No.
in too deep?
No, it's too late. One, and the amount of money they're going to lose. That no.
We all say no.
Next
Should they
man
have
up.
come-
Stop and do what? I mean, you know.
Okay, should they have come back different?
Yes.
Yeah, they just,
Yes.
Oh, you know, they was speaking of the prophetic podcast, fellas. I've seen something they was talking about rumored saying they were trying to do local bubbles.
For the playoffs?
Huh.
Trying to get
I heard
local
something about the
bubbles.
playoffs.
No, you know, it was just a rumor and it wasn't on like a specific news jump, but it's the scuttlebutt. You know how we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
So we had this conversation on Saturday, and I theorized how this would have worked. Right, you would have had a division bubble, and you sent them around to their NFC counterparts or their AFC counterparts for those 4 games, and then you send them around to their AFC counterpart for those 4 games. But the only other 2 games that would have been really weird would have been those equal seeding games, right? So the previous year's first division winner plays the other division winner. Those were the games that would have been difficult to kind of work out. But even that would have still only been 2 weeks of travel, right? So they could have bubbled it out.
So
right?
you talking about them playing them? You talking about them playing them straight up? Like, so if the Vikings got to play the AFC East, they will all be in one place, and
Correct.
or let's say, so you saying like the
Yes.
NFC East and the
Correct.
and the NFC North will be in the same place, play the games, and then move
Correct.
on like that.
Yeah. Right. So we only talking about 16
Mhm.
weeks, right? So say we all go to Pennsylvania, right? So that's Baltimore and Pittsburgh and Cincinnati and Cleveland, right? Let's say we all end up and go to a spot in Pennsylvania. Over those 6 weeks, you play those 6 games, right? 6 games, right? And then
Mhm.
you go to the NFC East or whatever, and we play those 4 games. So that's 10. And then you go to the AFC South and you play those 4 games. So that's 14. And the only other 2 games you have are your head-to-head division rivals who ended
Whatever
up
y'all
in the
place.
same, whatever y'all place, right? So those would have been the only 2 games
And
you
y'all
may have had to travel, right? So you could have bubbled it out
Right.
literally 3 times, and it would have all worked out. But they didn't hire me to figure this shit the fuck out, because that's all it would have took. That literally.
They should have.
Literally, that would have worked, right? So then you would only had to travel 2 weeks, right?
Right.
And who
Fucking
gives a
switching
fuck?
games the day
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. But they were so worried about stretching out and making it that game. I don't give a fuck. We play the Steelers back-to-back weeks. Those games are fucking important, right? Either way, I don't need a break in between them anyway.
Did hockey do a bubble, or were they traveling?
They did a semi-bubble.
Like,
Baseball
when you
did
see
a
the success-
playoff bubble, and the NBA did what
When
they
you
did.
see the success of the NBA, I don't see why the NBA not going back to the bubble. Because I don't think they're going to get that same luck. But that same luck they had, because they're not doing no games. They're not doing fans, are they?
What? I know Wishmacon was talking about doing fans or trying to figure that shit out.
I know LA not. Lakers not.
No. Not right now.
So it's like
I said Golden State was putting $30 million up to have fans in the stands. They was doing rapid testing at the door. That's what their play was.
Proposing that, right?
Yeah, $30+ million to test fans at the gate.
Well, listen, that luck y'all had in the bubble it's not gonna be that same way.
No, not at all. Traveling is traveling. You can't, you know what I'm saying, escape that. And the bubble is the bubble. So you can't let nobody in who don't fucking can't catch COVID if nobody got it. Right? NFL let motherfuckers go home.
And listen, bro, people got habits. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say on them breaks, especially the holidays, and they eating them turkeys and whatnot. Then yeah, they gonna pop up.
People got habits, and I don't mean that but people got habits, and them habits probably can't be maintained in bubble-like environments. Yep. That's probably why you're seeing some NBA play fucked up. You know what I mean? And not illegal. That's not necessarily illegal. Illicit habits. Somebody's habit might be drugs, another one's might be alcohol, somebody else might be hanging out in their off days, or women, you know what I mean? And none of that is able to happen, bubbled up. And so it's a lot of psychology behind that too, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I gotta do this topic because my sister Shaletta she keep asking me. We did address Busta Rhymes' last album, but I just want to talk about Busta Rhymes' legacy. And like, where do you consider him or his place? I mean, I feel like when people talk about their top fives, you don't necessarily hear that. Busta Rhymes isn't in my top five, but he's definitely one of them guys who I know, like, yo, Busta on there. Busta really going to be rapping. He really going to be spitting some shit. So I feel like Busta is like one of them guys. He definitely upper echelon. I don't think he makes lists like that, but I feel like if you're a rapper and you got Busta on your shit, if you listen, you can't be tiptoeing and on no goofy shit with that Busta feature, because Busta will come up there and light the beat up and go 36 on you real quick. You get what I'm saying? So Busta one of them guys who, if you're going to be on one of his joints, you better come correct. You want him on your shit, you better come with it. But I don't know if he necessarily gets that, he gets brought up in that top tier, but I feel like the top tier guys know and respect Busta. Busta had, like, when you think about the Busta and Janet Jackson shit, no, Busta had some big fucking records, dog. Like, I know we've talked about and referred to Versus Against Some, which is like, listen, I don't think too many people want that smoke, and we see T.I. dipped it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
you're talking about
Busta not one of them guys you want to play with.
You're talking about apples and oranges. Busta Rhymes ain't gonna never be in anybody's top five, because top five is a tough category, right? That's a tough place to be for a lot of people, and there's a lot better rappers than Busta Rhymes who don't make people's top five, right? So I think Busta Rhymes will always be an upper echelon MC. But top 5, top 10, no. He's just not in anybody's top 5 and top 10. And he has some classic albums with some classic songs that still ring off to this day. His animation was probably what kept him around. And he has top lyrical skill, right? I listened to Extinction Level Event a million times, right? You know what I'm saying? When Disaster Strikes is one of my favorite albums of all time. But is it better than Muddy Waters for me? No. Is it better than motherfucking goddamn Reasonable Doubt? No. Is it better than It Was Written for me? No. And I'm not even a Nas fan. And guess what? Nas ain't in my top 5.
Yeah, so, man. That's a great point. Busta, I don't think Busta is gonna be on any, if not many, if not anybody's Mount Rushmore of rap. Probably not top 5. Definitely, probably not top. Definitely not top 5. Probably not top 10. However, Busta definitely is a lane paver, right? When you talk about, we speak in terms of, well, what is it about him, right? So he definitely got some punchlines that you remember, right? Rah rah like a dungeon dragon is a thing. You know what I'm saying? And If you really want to party with me, all of the junk with Puff, where they spoof the Pastor Cavassier.
Cavassier,
I mean, you talking about some bangers, right? The Janet
the Victory
Jackson
Hook.
what,
Victory Hook.
right? So exactly. So then to do it over decades, that's very difficult to do. You could speak in terms of relevancy and the relevancy list, but to be able to say his name still this many years later is a feat in and of itself. So he definitely has a space in hip hop from an animation. You can never slip on all of those things that are true. You'll never go. You will be entertained by a Busta Rhymes concert. You could put him on any lineup and be okay with him filling in. It seems like his ego, all the right stuff, man. So, and plus he's grown up. You know what I mean? Plus, shout out to him and that early work and them layering in that God talk early, and throughout all of his raps. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that can't be in this age of rappers not talking about a whole lot of substance, talking about a bunch of bullshit, right? We talk about Meg in any repetitive subject matter. Shit, I'm tired of Percocets, lean, your trap. You know what I mean? How much it's doing right before you got on and all that shit, or whatever you're doing too. So shout out to Busta, man, for his growth elevation. I mean, he definitely has a place in hip hop, unforgotten. If not, he definitely, it ain't gonna be nobody top 5 or 10 though.
All right. I seen this thing on I don't know where I seen it at, but it said Instagram models help women catch their men by sliding in their DMs. See, they catch them stupid motherfuckers who be on Jerry Springer, and the chick come back in the green room and she wants you. Nigga, if an Instagram model just jumped in my inbox, nigga, first off, who sent you? Like, yo, ain't no way just off looking at me, an Instagram model on me. Now, if I gave her a conversation, then she might be fucking with a nigga, because I know that's my strengths. But she ain't see my picture, like, so either she wants some money. Anytime a motherfucker, hey, how you doing? What the fuck do you want? Because you don't even know me to just be, especially if she a bad motherfucker, you don't know me well enough to just be on some holler shit. So either you trying to sell something, you trying to get some money from me, or somebody sent you. I ain't falling for that goofy shit ever. That'd be them dumb niggas.
Yeah, you deserve to be caught, you dumb fuck. That's why, hey, how you doing? Delete. I don't know you.
Yeah, I would say, if you ain't talking about no money with me, especially in that position, I need you for this security event or something like that, or you holding something. Nah, okay.
I don't know you.
If your relationship wasn't going to survive that DM flirting, it was bullshit anyway.
Facts.
Facts.
There
you go, cool.
I'm just
Who
saying.
sent you?
sent
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Listen, what you want? I'm married.
Right.
Now what?
I'm
I
liable
don't
at
care.
this. I'm liable at this stage.
Somebody definitely sent you.
Though. Right.
Yeah, let me get this shit off before you go to the next thing. Another ultimate 2020 note. The Ravens Steelers game is kicking off Wednesday at 3:40 p.m. because NBC wanted and was committed to broadcasting the 88th Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Wednesday night, per a source. Tree lighting trump football. And then it's a meme of the goddamn dudes from the Pawn Star saying best NBC was really like best we can do is 3:40.
What the fuck is wrong? That's
hold
some
on,
old people shit right there, man.
Swear to God.
I've never ever,
as reported by Adam Schefter. Shout out to Adam Schefter. You know it's real.
Yo, I've never in my life watched that shit ever. The fucking Times Square. Is it Times Square or the fucking?
I don't know where it is.
That's some cut off your nose to spite your face. Who's gonna get more ratings? What's gonna bring more eyes to the TV? Fucking Steelers, Ravens, even if it's Lamar Jackson ain't playing, or the fucking Christmas tree light.
Man, I want to see no fucking regular ass Christmas trees. 2020.
They could have took that shit to
Crazy.
NFL Network. NFL Network, they should just let NFL Network have it. What
Yeah,
the
but
fuck?
NBC wanted to have it because they ain't got shit going on at 3
At
o'clock.
3:40, don't y'all got fucking one of them shows on or something?
Right, Young and the Restless, motherfucking Guy that light or some shit. Ain't that
Something.
bullshit or what?
Bold and the Beautiful or some shit.
They could do 6:30 or some shit like that.
3:40. Guess what? I ain't got no job.
General Hospital face ass.
Nigga, I'm gonna be home, nigga. No, you know what? It'll be the thing that fucked me up is I'm not used to it, so it'll be Thursday at like fucking 4 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shit, the game on. Well, I got a job, but I'm not working.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, bro. We tracking.
Yeah.
All right, man, you going? I just had to get that off.
All right, let's get to this Young Thug thing. And it's not necessarily to me, okay. So Young Thug was on the T.I. podcast. And Young Thug said about Andre 3000, I can't rap you 2 Andre 3000 songs. I ain't never paid attention to him, never in my life. That seemed crazy to me. That seemed crazy to me. And to me, it's just like, I'm not even the biggest Outkast fan, an Andre 3000 fan, but I know way more than 2 songs. You get what I'm saying? To be a young cat from Atlanta with a style that seems to be birthed from Andre 3000 without Andre 3000, does he have that style? It seemed like there's something more to the type Tommy on.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can sit back here and tell me that you don't like. I've never heard you live in Atlanta, but you never had the radio on. Like, Thug got to be 30 something at least, right? Am I wrong in this? Jay, tell me how old Thug is. Thug got to be like.
Outkast had to be the soundtrack. Outkast ushered in the fucking Southern hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough because how much stock do you would want these dudes to grow up and have an understanding and have a respect and have a historical, thought process to it. Dude of a generation, I'm gonna count myself, see somebody like Young Thug and see seemingly obvious influences to be different in yourself in hip-hop. Erykah Badu herself compared Young Thug in his artistry part to Andre. Andre shouted out Young Thug some years ago as one of the newer people. So it does seem like it's more to it. Him saying some shit, and then it's just, it's fucking ridiculous. It's one of them. I tell my folks, like, look, sometimes you supposed to be in a room and you supposed to just shut the fuck up sometimes, right? And so that seemed like one of them things where you don't have to elaborate, nothing if you're doing it right. But here we go again, Young Thug having some hot take, I guess. Whether intentional or not, but he comes off whack, you know what I mean, in my eyes, and not that he give a shit, but it's dumb. You rather say less in that position.
29.
Old enough to know.
Come on, bro. You live in
I'm
Atlanta.
not talking to nobody that's 29 about 3 stacks. I'm not.
Bro, you live in Atlanta, bro.
Matters none. I'm not even having a conversation with him.
He heard them choose your heart. 3 stacks. He heard that shit.
It's no way that you live in Atlanta and you never heard of.
That is correct, but I'm not having this conversation with somebody that's 29 years old about Andre 3000. Like,
that's his ego. It's some ego with him, and he
Right,
feel
it's
like I said, he might have felt like he might have felt this by him. Come on, man. Like,
he said something else in there. He said something else in that little
the Elton John shit.
Yeah, he said something about Elton. Basically, it was alluded to the fact that Elton John was easier to work with, and Andre was a call my.
Well, he said Andre 3000. He said Elton John is more of a guy who, oh, yo, I'm a fan of you when Gucci getting out and all this shit. So I guess the vibe that I got was he met 3 Stacks, and 3 Stacks showed that he got love for him, but 3 Stacks is from an era of rap where as though they don't show love. I've heard Fabulous say he was in the elevator with Hove and they didn't say anything to each other in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? So he from that era where as though I could tell the world I got love for you, but when I see you, I'm not gonna be on your dick. And I think that's what Thug expected, because in previous interviews, 3 Stacks has showed him love And I think their interaction didn't go how he felt the shit have went. So now he's trying to shortstop it as far as the energy he's giving off. Oh, definitely broadish.
It's broadish,
Definitely
bro.
broadish.
Right? I mean, I know,
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying? But like, it's broadish behavior. Ain't much to that. You want somebody like, and I get it. Like everybody wants to be appreciated. That's different than understanding fucking Andre 3 Stacks contribution to fucking hip hop, especially Atlanta
hip hop.
You know what I mean? Come on,
Doug
man.
wouldn't be able to dress how he dressed
That's
if it
what I'm
wasn't for 3
saying.
Stacks. And
Nigga,
it'd be
you wouldn't have
acceptable.
pioneered this shit. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not like
Nigga, if 3 Stacks ain't put them shoulder pads on, you wouldn't be able to do half the shit you out here doing.
fucking wig and shit and all that shit. 3 Stacks ain't get like, it's crazy. He definitely skated. I mean, there was some shit, but like people said shit, but he skated more or less. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as you understand, all that shit is a costume. The fucking 10 chains these niggas wear and the fucking gold teeth is a costume too. So when you talk artistry, I think that's what Badu was saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
She like instance on stage, Patti LaBelle kicks her fucking shoes off, and Young Thug wear dresses, I guess. Like it's the same, it's all part of the artistry, and 3 Stacks is a strong part of that part from hip hop where it was tough guy to this motherfucker could rap with us, but he got a fucking blonde wig, some fucking shoulder pads, and some fucking saddle pants on, or whatever the hell he had in the videos. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Killing that shit.
They're killing it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You know, I got a couple things real quick. We're gonna get on out of here real quick. What's your best struggle meal? I seen that somewhere. My best back in the day, times is hard back in the day, a boiled egg sandwich. Nigga, you put some mayo on both sides of the bread, toast the bread before that. Put the mayo on there and cut the boiled eggs up, salt, pepper. That thing used to rock.
You so fancy and shit.
I tell fancy.
Yeah, you fancy and shit. Yeah, fuck out of here. PB and J and a motherfucking bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
No, I used to. Well, you know, you get out of PT in the morning. I would go to the to my fridge. I would jump in the shower, and then while I'm in the shower, I throw those eggs in the microwave. Had those scrambled eggs, get that nice circle, put that bacon in. I'm good right after that. Make that little sandwich, and I'm out. I got enough time to take a little nap before it's time for first formation.
Definitely noodles. If you want to get fancy, put a boiled egg in it. You know what I mean? But the fucking most unhealthiest, struggliest meal, fucking $1 pack of noodles.
Dog, I used to put spaghetti, like the second day when the spaghetti. First of all, I hate when people mix the spaghetti in the sauce and put it in the refrigerator because the noodles suck up all the fucking juice, and then it's just mostly just noodles with a little bit of meat.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, like that second day when you had leftover spaghetti, and it'd be like that in that pot because your peoples ain't give a fuck about how you preferred to get this shit going in the pot. You know, you put all that shit in the pot, put that shit together, put that shit in the joint. I used to put spaghetti on bread and eat it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You say used to. I did that shit last week. Fuck out of here.
Nah, man, all that fucking bread, all that fucking bread and noodles, man, ain't good for my fucking Weight Watchers. You know how many points that is going to be?
But that's not a struggle meal. Like, nah, ground beef ain't cheap.
Oh, you ain't never lied.
And Jay talking about bacon, like bacon, motherfucking $10 a pound. Fuck out of here.
Nigga, I know I did this on the podcast before, dog. It was a long time ago. Nigga, remember when shrimp was like fancy, yo? Like shrimp wasn't no everyday shit, dog. Like shrimp was like for adults.
One point in time, lobster they gave it to death row inmates because they thought it was cheap.
Nigga, this I be having to remind folks we didn't have paper towels and shit and all that shit like that growing up. Paper towels wasn't no thing in our house like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so when you think about that shit, you be like, man, I remember we got our first VCR. I remember we got our first wireless phone and shit like that, man. You know what I mean? Especially being up at age, that shit is actually hilarious.
Yeah. It's still a thing. It still ain't a thing in my house. I hate buying them. I hate it.
A paper towel. Yeah,
Yeah,
my kids
I-
go through paper towels like it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
Man,
I go through
swear,
paper towels like it ain't shit. I'm probably gonna be the sole reason
Yo,
for the
listen.
fucking Amazon rainforest going down. I use paper
Yo.
towels on everything. Like, oh shit, oh shit.
Yo, my hood would not let me when I wash my hands use a paper towel to get my
Dry your
hands.
shit.
Now I'm like this, like I'm from them dog. I'm not using no fucking paper towels, bro.
We got paper towels in all the bathrooms. Like, nah,
Hey,
Yo,
I
listen.
hope my mother comment on this. That she be using this week. We ain't having paper towel on those. That shit is like maybe the 90s, early 90s. Niggas start buying paper
Yeah. Shout out the real wife, because yo, the smell goods, the fucking shit, soap she have in the bathroom.
I
I'd be
love
like,
it. It
sis,
smells so good.
what the fuck? Where the fuck do you get these fucking
I
soaps
looked at it.
from?
I
Like my wife
looked at
just
it the
listen.
other day.
My
like,
wife just stepped us. My wife just stepped us soaps up in the bathroom, dog. Since we've been
What's
through
that?
there, my
What's
wife
that
like,
store?
no, he ain't gonna keep liking the
Bed
smell.
Bath and Beyond, or something like that. That's where I get mine from. But I think I went there one time with sis.
Yo, sis had that shit right. I'd be like, God damn, what the fuck is that soap downstairs? That should be great.
Just make you don't wash your hands the second time.
Shout out to sis. Y'all got anything else?
Nah.
Let me see.
Nope.
Can Danny win on Saturday?
Who?
Can Danny win on Saturday?
No.
Danny Garcia.
No.
Spence need to come on and go ahead and fight Crawford. And let's just do this.
It's gonna be a long time for that to happen.
Yo. Don't do the Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins shit when they old as shit trying to get this fight done. Ain't nothing but a sheet thing. Lifetime Salt and Pepper biopic release date. Why the fuck is niggas still doing their biopics for Lifetime? I don't get it. That shit is.
They fucked up Whitney, so I don't even want to watch another one.
Nigga, they fucked up Whitney, Aaliyah. Who didn't they fuck up? Nigga, they fucked up Saved by the Bell shit, nigga.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
When was his name?
Jay, you want to do the celebrity?
Stretch, what's his name?
Flex?
Flex Alexander.
Oh my God. Flex Alexander is fucking Michael Jackson is the worst. Dog. Somebody need to fucking step in the ring with me for that.
fucking Jake Paul.
What the fuck y'all got Flex big basketball playing ass? Didn't he die on? No, he didn't die on 6 Man. Y'all watch 6 Man used to be my shit with
Stupid. Kadeem Hardison.
Yeah, Kadeem Hardison.
That was Kadeem Hardison Marlon Wayans. They said did he die?
Yeah. They fuck Flex up. Flex went up for him. Flex was getting off Kadeem Hardison. Fuck you, fuck. Yeah. No, man. That's when Marlon Wayans used to be funny.
You want to talk about your man? I'm surprised you ain't bring it up yet. Did you watch it yet?
Who? What?
You know Philly boy.
Kev?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Kev Hart?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, was it funny?
Guess what?
I said, was it funny?
I enjoyed it.
You're so trash. You ain't bring it up on the podcast. It's been like 2 weeks.
Why?
You ain't fucking enjoy it. Fuck
I asked
here.
about no, I did, bro. That's what's crazy. What's
What?
crazy? I asked last week. I said, "Why ain't Kevin Hart funny?" And you didn't get it. I asked it. So I was talking about
Did you
because there
ask?
was so much heat as far as
I didn't watch it.
you
I'm
don't pay
not.
attention, yo.
I didn't watch it. I'm not.
Yo, y'all ain't watched y'all ain't watched the Undoing?
No.
What's that on?
I ain't watched it yet.
It's on
HBO.
HBO, nigga.
What's that about?
Yeah, that's one. It's you gotta watch it. I don't even want to do that to you. Cool. It's good. It's only 6 episodes, and it's only this. It's like one of them short, one of them series, like what they call it, the miniseries.
Is it supernatural?
So they know season 2 or
Is it
nothing.
supernatural? Is it
No, it's a murder joint. It's a murder joint.
What is called?
It's a who did it joint.
What is called?
The Undoing.
The Undoing.
The Undoing. Nicole Kidman, Hugh Grant, Keith Sutherland dad, Donald
It
Sutherland.
must be good.
Damn, Donald
Yeah.
Sutherland's still alive? That shit crazy.
Not because it's dude.
Yo, his teeth his teeth. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. His mouth was disgusting me.
You need to give him some of them hip hop Jones.
He need to do something, Donald. And you know when oh my god, I don't even want to do this right now. No, his teeth like.
Cool. How you feel about that Cobra
Definitely
Kai
good.
shit, yo?
Oh, I'm digging it. Oh, listen, listen. It's so
Yo,
funny.
that's lyric shit too.
So look,
You ain't watched it yet, nigga?
Huh?
You ain't watched it yet?
I ain't watch it.
Oh no, that
lyric
shit's
watch
great.
it.
That shit's great.
The only reason I was dismissive at first because it kept coming on YouTube. So I just thought it was like I didn't even believe it was real. I thought it was a fucking Geico commercial type, watch Cobra Kai and they're gonna bait and switch me or some other shit. So I didn't pay enough attention till you said something. So then it was on Netflix. So that helps because I get the episodes and all that right away. But the real quick fascination of it was like, you don't know who to be mad at or root for so far. Like that shit crazy. And
it's beautifully written because of that.
And it's real because that's how people are. Like that's how you can be as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could want to do right and shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of elements, but like that, you don't know who to root for is the main thing. I'm like, this shit fascinating. You know what I mean? You don't know who the good and bad gonna be.
So Johnny got the bad rap back in '84 when he was fighting Danielson, but you see how his life is and how it literally affected him. So you're like, damn, is he the hero? Like, is Daniel the bad guy? Like, it is beautifully written. And the storylines with the kids involved is oh man, it's great, man.
Yeah. So the first 10 minutes,
I'm still on.
And it's funny, you know what I'm saying? They got some punchline-y stuff in there, so.
Mm-hmm.
And we all watched what's the joint on? Well, we on the Fargo season 4 too. That with Chris Rock and Chris Rock doing this thing in that joint definitely. Definitely right. It's like this pandemic is catching up because ain't no good movies coming out. All the shows that we've been waiting for been postponed, so it's like you looking for something to watch now. I'm gonna have to check that out though.
Yeah, Wonder Woman come out on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Y'all got anything else?
Nah,
people still go to the movies?
Good.
People still go to the movies? Like, is it theater releases or is it home yet? Are we doing it yet?
It's theater. It was for a second. They did the drink with Denzel's son. They had the drink that came out, but I ain't really seen nothing even worth the risk of going to the theaters for. You can buy the theater now. But
I ain't seen that worth the risk of going to the theaters for. It's fucking hilarious. That shit is funny, bro.
They don't let me buy this movie for $20 at home or $25 at home. Some shit.
Yo, if you got 20 people, you can buy out a theater. With 20 people, you can buy the theater, and
you can rent the theater for up to 20 people now. For the maximum was like $159.
It's actually a good deal.
I was spending $159 for 4 people going to the movie. What you talking about?
Easy,
right?
easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, let's go to the movies. What?
Be like, let's get a small popcorn. A small popcorn $6. Right, shit.
Like,
listen, you buying? I'll pay for the tickets.
Yeah, let's go to Del Fresco's.
And man, they could at least they can make it a little bit better at the fucking food and shit at them places. Them soggy ass chicken tenders, all that shit, soggy ass pizzas.
Yeah, I go there and get that liquor. That's what I be getting there in my movies.
Jay, you don't know. I got, hey babe, put this in your purse. But put the shit in your purse.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, I get that too.
I got a motherfucking Wawa container. Little small 12-ounce Wawa container with some shit in it.
It's the craziest thing you ever snuck in a movie.
You gotta get the purse that got the pouch in the bottom and have her carry everything in because it's like you could put a whole fifth in there.
So
the craziest thing ever bought in the movies.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, bro. You sound you got some shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, so we literally, I used to live in San Diego. Me and my ex, there was a CPK that was right across the street from the mall. I mean, the movie theaters in the mall, Mission Valley Mall. we would go in there and get a whole fucking meal and take it into the movies. So I'm sitting in the goddamn movie theater with some goddamn garlic chicken Alfredo, bread, fucking side
How
salad.
the hell are you even doing that?
They
Listen,
didn't
you don't
say
even
that,
got
bruh.
like a
Bruh,
but
the
you don't
whole
got like
bag.
a joint that you can sit in front of you or nothing. So you just really like in your waist on your waist with it.
Lapping it up, bruh. Lapping it up. I'm the type of person I want to eat my meal with my movie.
Yo, I hate eating
So
like
I start
that,
going
yo.
to Cinema Cafe. Me too.
The
I hate
movie
it.
theaters is late bringing that concept to the public, fucking feeding us in the movie theater. Come on,
You
Late.
should have been doing that. You should have
should
been
have
doing
been
that.
doing
Right?
that, dumbasses.
Yeah.
Goddamn blockbuster thinking.
Yeah, we go down the real movie theater now.
What about you? What's the craziest thing y'all do taking the movies?
Just liquor.
Just
Like
Just liquor, some shit. Probably like
Chinese food, but that garlic Alfredo shit had to be hitting in the theater.
right. He can beat that. Like, ain't nobody. You should have went last. Like, ain't nobody would have followed that.
My
I was about to
bad.
say orange chicken. I took orange chicken and that shit.
Listen, I done took the kids. Listen, I take the kids to the store. Like, look, y'all go to the store.
Snacks.
Put this shit in the purse. Y'all gotta listen. Oh, I'm buying this popcorn at the movies. I'm not going to the movies without popcorn, dog. Like, I'm not going.
Kids pack, nigga. Candy upgrade.
I'm not going.
Kids pack.
He said kids back with the candy upgrade.
That should have run you. That shit $8.99 with the coupon or some dumbass.
Hit you
Man,
right in
listen.
your pocket.
Yo, I told you that small popcorn like $8. The large popcorn, extra large, is $9.
No, the mark. What's the? I forget. I don't know the numbers, but the markups are crazy in the movie. I think they're the craziest markups.
1,000% markup on popcorn.
What is it?
1,000%.
1,000%.
You know how much popcorn is?
Let me be honest with y'all.
It's like
You supposed to have us banging it. Why you
I'm
can't make us banging this popcorn? Like you know what I mean? Come on, man. You could pop better popcorn than movie popcorn at your home these days. Shame on them.
I don't know, bro. It's something they doing. Yo, I done sat back here and filled the popcorn up before the movie started, yo.
You gotta get. See, you gotta order. You gotta get the little roller.
That's how fast I'm eating the popcorn.
You gotta get the
Me
little,
and TB together, we'll kill a popcorn for the movie start, yo.
See, if you get the little
We gotta
roller
get
thing
the
that makes the
filler.
popcorn, and you just order off of Amazon the popcorn salt. As soon as you get in there, then you take the little thing and flip it. The same thing, like cool.
Yo, my wife makes some. Listen, my wife makes some banging ass popcorn on the stove, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That should be right. I can't do it. All the years of cooking, it be all right. She make that shit. That shit just be perfect.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they could have increased the quality and still had great, super stupid ass.
Why?
What's that?
We gonna buy it anyway?
Yeah, right. Increase the margins and get a fucking 900% profit or something dumb like that and make better.
Why? Why wouldn't they get 1,000? Them motherfuckers greedy.
Like 2020.
That's why they can't get it. They can't get a motherfucking. They can't get a motherfucker in there now.
Give me the movie on my phone.
You gonna pay me to go to the movies? Go see. Right.
And I'm old. Give me the movie on my phone.
All right,
Get out of
y'all.
here.
All right, y'all. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 120. I want to shout my wife out. Baby, happy anniversary on Saturday. Coming up. 1 year being married.
See, you saying Sunday.
Look, crazy part is I'll be like, yo.
Which day is it? Get it right.
Oh, no. Saturday we going out.
You gotta get it right.
Saturday we going to get some meat. It's Sunday. I apologize. It's Sunday. But I'll be some make it tripping like, yo, if you'd have told us a year ago this was the next year was gonna be like.
Damn. That flew by, huh?
I was it's funny that you say that because my brother just turned 71. And last year we did a 70th. And it's like we had a big ass party and now he like stuck in the house right now. So
Dita Mike ain't even get his 70th. His birthday was in August.
Oh, I see. I ain't get to have my barbecue. I'm world renowned for my barbecues every birthday.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing.
We'll see what 2021 look like.
Well, I know what I'm doing on my birthday now. Ravens, Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's when the game come on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Tuesday. What, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be calling your ass.
Yeah, be texting this nigga. All right, y'all. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 120. We out of here. Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.